Hi, I'm Howard Ickes, founder and owner of Pedego Henderson electric bikes. Today we're going to talk about a very new piece of equipment that we have been responsible in putting together, and it's called a simulator. Now I'm going to explain to you in great detail what can be accomplished with a simulator. Now the important thing is outside right now it's close to 100 degrees. It's also, the wind is blowing at 10 to 15 knots. Now, a lot of people would say, I'm not going anywhere today because it's too darn hot. And one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be riding a bicycle, and I'm not going to go bicycle shopping. But on the contrary, this is an ideal day to go shopping for a Pedego electric bike because it's so darn hot and windy outside you can't do anything else, so why not do something constructive? What we're going to do right now is I'm going to explain to you about this bike. This bike is actually 4 bikes in one. And it's very important that you know the 4 different methods of use. Number one, we have a gear shifter here. The gear shifter is to allow you to pedal all you want, get all the exercise you want, and the pedaling can be as hard as you want it to be so you can get as much exercise. Now, the way this is accomplished is that you have a gear shifter. This gear shifter, this knob down here will move it from 1 to a 7, which is a higher number, which is a high speed number. And if you want to go the other way, you simply pull this handle and the indicator goes back down to the low numbers, which are really easy to pedal. So if you were using this manually and you were on the level going on at a high speed, but then all of a sudden you're coming to a hill, then you say, whoops, I need to shift this down to make it easy to pedal because I'm going to be going up this hill. So what you do is you simply start pulling this handle, get it down to a low number, and then it's as easy as possible to pedal so you can climb that hill in most cases.
Okay.
But that's why we have a backup.
Okay.
Now, bike number 2 is while you're pedaling and you get down to number 1 and you're starting to go up the hill and it starts getting hard to pedal, you can use the hand throttle. This hand throttle, when you turn it, it turns on the motor. So, and when you're pedaling up the hill, it doesn't have to be hard anymore. You say, wow, this is easy. This is a cool bike. It's easy to pedal no matter what I do. And that's the way you're going to be when you have your own Pedego. You're going to be smiling and laughing.
I know.
Now, let's just say you don't want to pedal at all.
Okay.
So you can shift your gear wherever you want it. Don't pedal. Let's say your knees are achy that day.
Okay.
Your arthritis is acting up.
Okay.
So then you just come here and you use the hand throttle. So just put your hand on the hand throttle and just turn it towards you.
Whoa.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean? That means the motor is going. Now, if for any reason, while we're doing this particular exercise, let's just say, for whatever reason, you want to stop the bike, just pull on that brake handle. The motor stopped, and it stopped the bike as well.
Yes.
So it's a double whammy when you hit that brake handle. It always stops the electric motor, and then it also stops the bike.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, 25 miles an hour, 20 to 25 miles an hour using electric power only, without pedaling at all.
Wow.
So you can just go for a really nice ride. You can let the wind blow through your hair and just have a good ride. No work at all, no pedaling. We went through bikes number 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to advance to the 4th function of this bike.
Okay.
Now, in order to use this function, we have to turn on the control panel. And this is the control panel. When you push the button twice, the light comes on, so it's more visible. Now, right now, we've been operating in the manual mode or semi-manual mode, so that this has been in 0.
Okay.
Now, we're going to go into what's called pedal assist. When we go to pedal assist, push that plus button right there.
Okay.
Number 1, we are now in the first phase of pedal assist. Now, can you just pedal very slowly, as slow as you want?
Yeah.
Very, very slowly. Now listen. The motor kicked on.
Oh, yes.
How about that? So you don't have to pedal fast, but if you want to keep the motor energized, you just have to keep pedaling very slowly. Very, very slowly. The speed of your pedaling has nothing to do with how fast the bike goes.
I see.
Now, let me show you. Just keep pedaling slowly, as slow as you want. Now we're going to push that, as a matter of fact. It'll change to number 2.
Okay.
Now pedal. Now it's going faster.
Yes.
You don't have to pedal faster. You don't have to pedal faster. You pedal very, very slowly.
Okay.
Never. People have the impression that to go faster you have to pedal fast. You don't have to.
Right.
Pedal assist does all that for you. What we want to do now is we're going to start off in pedal assist number 1, like we just did,
Okay.
and you're going to pedal very slowly in number 1, and just listen to the motor, and you'll feel the motor kicking in more and more and more. So now push the plus button. You have to keep pedaling though, very slowly. Just barely move the pedals. Okay? So now you're in 2. Now push the
Yes.
button again. Right now on pedal assist you're probably going to over 10 miles an hour.
Wow.
But see how slow you're pedaling?
Yes.
You're doing no work. The motor is doing all the work. Now push the button again. Keep pedaling if you can. See that?
Yes.
Now you're probably going 15. There's actually a speedometer
says
right
22.
here. It says that you're going
Look at my
22.
hair is blowing.
Oh, it is blowing. It's blowing all over the place. It looks terrible. And then we have one more speed. Let's say you're going up a big hill and you need some more help. Then
Okay.
you just push the plus button again and go up to number 5.
Wow.
Now at any time, even if you're in pedal assist and you're pedaling and there's an emergency of some kind,
Yes.
just hit the brake. Number 1, that turns off the motor. Number 2, it stops the bike. The one thing about pedal assist, in order to keep it functioning, you always have to be pedaling. That's the important
I
thing.
see.
That's the key to pedal assist. But you don't have to do any work to speak of. You don't have to pedal fast. You don't have to pedal hard. Anytime it gets difficult to pedal, you just switch to a higher number.
Yes.
Just push the plus button. That's your friend. The plus button is your friend.
Okay. All right.
That's one of your friends. You have lots of friends.